Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Today's video is another Dollar Tree video, and today we are doing Glam Halloween decorations. I think these are so cute, and ever since I spray painted things rose gold in my last video, I've been rose gold obsessed, so I think these are so cute and so girly. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoy this video and stick around by subscribing to this channel. Once you hit that subscribe button, we instantly become best friends.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
And please go ahead and hit that notification bell so you know every time I post a video. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So for the wreath, I'm going to use the smallest hula hoop from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to use 3 of their skulls, and I'm going to pierce each side of the skull. I'm going to use a drill, but you really don't have to because this is really soft plastic. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to feed a wire through to attach this to my hula hoop. So this is where I positioned both of my holes, and I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree wire. It comes in a pack of 3. And this is going to take a little bit, but have some patience. So I cut it down, and now I'm going to position it on my hula hoop to see where I want it. This is important because if you don't glue them together, they kind of just move around. So now that I have the position that I want, I'm going to go ahead and glue these on to the hula hoop. And you can use E6000 if you want, but of course it does not dry instantly. Once my hot glue is completely dry, I'm going to flip this over, and then I'm going to tighten those wires. If you have pliers, go ahead and use those, or wear gloves when doing this because you can stab yourself, just letting you know. So here I am showing you that I can shake it and nothing is happening. It's nice and secure. And now I'm going to give it a coat of spray paint. This is the color Rose Gold from Design Master, which I bought at Michael's. You can use a coupon to make this a little bit more affordable. I'm going to let this dry completely before moving on. So now I'm going to use my Dollar Tree fern, and I'm going to pluck this off of the stem. And I'm just going to use the dark green ones. To attach them to the wreath, I'm going to be using hot glue, and you can attach them however you want. You can wrap them around just to cover the hula hoop, but I am just attaching leaf by leaf just to make it look a little bit more on the natural side. And I am trying to cover up the stems as I'm working my way up. For the roses, I just grabbed some Dollar Tree roses and spray painted them with the exact same spray paint. I didn't try and cover everything because I did want some of that pink peeking through, but I did try and get most of the spray paint on the leaves. When they dry, they look like a nice dusty rose. The camera does not do it justice, but I grabbed my hot glue and I just started arranging them how I wanted. I also cut down some Dollar Tree tongs using my garden shears. I did this in my previous tutorial as well. This is actually old footage, but I cut both of them down and spray painted them that same color and put them at the end for a little bit more of a spooky detail. And I made sure that I added a generous amount of glue when adding the little hands. For a small pop of color, I ended up using these Dollar Tree roses and just added them in between my dusty rose ones. Of course, this is optional. You can add whatever color you want. But once I was done, bam, I had a beautiful skull wreath. For my tray, I'm going to start with 2 pictures of the same size from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take both of these picture frames apart. So I am going to save the glass and the inside of the frame, so I'm going to set this aside, but I'm going to go ahead and remove those little metal pieces using my side cutters or pliers, whatever you have on hand. So I'm going to do this to both of my frames. Now on one of the frames, I'm going to be using these skulls from Dollar Tree. They're so cute, and I'm going to attach them to all four corners. I'm going to attach them using hot glue, but you can of course use E6000. I chose hot glue because it does fall back, and I would have to tape it in place with the E6000. For the other frame, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use it on its backside. So I'm going to add my E6000 to the rim just to be able to add my glass. And this is a more permanent hold than hot glue. So I'm gonna put my glass in position. Now I'm going to use this chess game from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use these pieces as the little feet for my tray. So I'm going to flip this over. As you can see, I've already flipped it over. And I'm going to put it at the front side of the frame. So I'm going to add it to all four corners. And once it is completely dry, I'm going to spray paint both pieces separately. So here are both of my pieces, and I'm doing the same rose gold as the wreath. For the glass that belongs on the top frame, I'm going to be using this marble contact paper, and I'm going to grab the cardboard that comes with the frame, and I'm going to use this to measure out my contact paper. I'll link everything in the description that isn't purchased at Dollar Tree. This was purchased on Amazon, and it is really, really good quality, especially for the price. So to attach it to the glass, I'm just going to pull apart the very, very front piece. I'm going to add that to the glass first, and then I'm going to start pulling from underneath. Now the best thing about this contact paper is that it easily lifts back up, so if you do have any air bubbles, you can just lift that back up and push them out. To assemble the tray, I'm going to add the cardboard pieces to the bottom and the glass piece to the top. I'm going to line the entire thing with both E6000 and hot glue. And then I'm going to add my top piece to the bottom, making sure that I'm pushing down so that everything is perfectly aligned. So now you're going to let this dry for 24 hours, and bam, you have a beautiful Glam skull tray. For my skull planter, I'm going to be using this skull. I'm going to draw a circle at the top just to use it as a guide. And then I'm going to use a box cutter. If you have an X-Acto knife, that would be better, but I'm going to cut the top off. And now I'm going to paint it. I'm going to be using this foam brush from Dollar Tree and this chalk paint called Ballet Slipper from Walmart. I'm going to put it into a disposable bowl and just sponge this on. You can spray paint this, of course, but I still wanted some of the detail that the skull came with, like the black in the teeth. So I set them to dry, and now I'm going to be adding some sequins. I'm going to be using this tool right here, but you can use a crayon. And this sequence is from Walmart, but Dollar Tree does have sequins. So now I'm going to add my E6000 to his eye sockets. And with a little brush, I'm going to spread this out so it's not just concentrated in one area. So now I'm going to use my little jewel picker and just start picking up sequins and placing it all over the eye socket until it is completely covered. Once he was dry, I added my roses, and bam, I have a beautiful skull planter. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. Till next time.